Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Candid Chemistry.
In this video lecture, I will teach about alkenes in detail. Let's talk about reactions of alkenes. First reaction to be discussed is addition of hydrogen, also known as hydrogenation. Hydrogenation is a process in which a molecule of hydrogen is added to an alkene in the presence of a catalyst and at moderate pressure, which is 1 to 5 atmosphere, to give a saturated compound. This process is also known as catalytic hydrogenation. It is highly exothermic process. The amount of heat energy evolved when 1 mole of an alkene is hydrogenated is also known as heat of hydrogenation. The heat of hydrogenation of most alkenes is about 120 kJ per mole for each double bond present in a molecule. The catalysts employed are usually platinum or palladium and Raney-nickel. Let's talk about Raney-nickel. It is prepared by heating a nickel aluminum alloy with caustic soda, as shown in the reaction below. Most alkenes are hydrogenated over Raney-nickel at about 100 degrees Celsius and up to 3 atmosphere. As a result, they are being converted into alkanes. Next reaction is addition of hydrogen halides. Alkenes react with dry gaseous hydrogen halides to form alkyl halides. The order of reactivity of halogen acids is hydrogen iodide, then hydrogen bromide, and then hydrogen chloride, also shown in the reaction below. Now these reactions proceed in the following mechanism steps. In the first step, alkene accepts the proton of hydrogen halide to form a carbocation as shown in the equation. In the second step, the carbocation then reacts with halide, also shown in the reaction. The addition of hydrogen halides over an unsymmetrical alkene is governed by Markovnikov's rule. The rule states that in addition of an unsymmetrical reagent to an unsymmetrical alkene, the negative part of the adding reagent goes to that carbon constituting the double bond which has least number of hydrogen atoms, as well illustrated in the reactions below. Next reaction is addition of halogens. The alkenes on treatment with halogens in an inert solvent like carbon tetrachloride at room temperature gives vicinal dihalides or 1,2-dihalogenated products as shown in the equation. Bromine and chlorine are effective electrophilic reagents. Fluorine is too reactive to control the reaction. Iodine does not react at all. This reaction takes place in the following mechanism. A bromine molecule becomes polarized as it approaches the alkene. This polarized bromine molecule transfers a positive bromine atom to alkene, resulting in the formation of a bromonium ion as shown in the equation. In second step of mechanism, nucleophilic bromide ion then attacks on the carbon of bromonium ion to form vicinal dibromide and the color of bromine is discharged. A trans product is obtained. This test is also used for the detection of a double bond. Next reaction is hydration. Addition of water is also known as hydration. Some reactive alkenes react with water in the presence of suitable substance such as any acid to form alcohol. It is possible as alkenes are soluble in cold concentrated sulfuric acid. They react by addition to form alkyl hydrogen sulfate. These alkyl hydrogen sulfates on boiling with water decomposes to give corresponding alcohol. As shown in the equation, first alkene reacts with sulfuric acid to form ethyl hydrogen sulfate, which in return reacts with water at 100 degrees Celsius to give corresponding alcohol, and as a result the sulfuric acid which was used as a catalyst is regained. Then comes the turn of addition of hypohalous acid or HOX. If the halogenation of an alkene is carried out in an aqueous solution, haloalcohol is formed called halohydrin. In this reaction, molecule of the solvent becomes reactants too, as shown in the equation. Second reaction after this is addition of oxygen. When alkenes, when mixed with oxygen or air and are passed over a silicon oxide catalyst at high temperature and pressure, add an atom of oxygen to form epoxides. Epoxide serves as the starting substances for industrial production of glycols as shown in the equation. Talk about ozonolysis now. Ozone is a highly reactive allotropic form of oxygen. It reacts vigorously with alkenes to form unstable monozonoid. It rearranges spontaneously to form an ozonoid, as well illustrated in the equation. Ozonoids are unstable compounds and are easily reduced directly by treatment with zinc in water. The reduction produces carbonyl compounds, either aldehydes or ketones. Last reaction to be discussed is polymerization. In this process, small organic molecules or monomers combine together to form the larger molecules known as polymers. Ethene at 400 degrees Celsius and 100 atmospheric pressure polymerizes to form polyethene or polyethylene, which is used in number of product synthesis.
Students, I hope this video lecture was helpful to you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel Candid Chemistry. Thank you.